Czech Republic, built in the 9th century.
Let's go and enter the Prague Castle. Okay, here we are. We are here in the second courtyard of the Prague Castle.
Charles Bridge is a medieval stone arch bridge that crosses the Vltava River in Prague.
From a purely utilitarian standpoint, a bridge is nothing more than a way to get from here. In modern times, Prague hosts 6.5 million visitors each year.
The fanciful Gothic teen church soars over everything. Back in the 15th century, when some Christians were beginning to struggle against Roman Catholic dominance, this was Prague's leading Hussite church.
Is a historic square in the old town.
Can you please take me on a guided tour to the old square in Prague?
Absolutely. I'm happy to take you on a guided tour of the old square in Prague.
Tell me more about the old square in Prague.
The old square in Prague is a very beautiful area of the city. It's located in the center of the old town and it's surrounded by some of the oldest buildings in the city. It's a great place to walk around and see all the different shops and restaurants.
Tell me more about the astronomical clock.
The astronomical clock in the old square in Prague is a very famous and historic landmark. It was built in 1410 and it's still working perfectly today. It's a very popular tourist destination and it's also used to time various events in the Czech Republic.
What are the most famous landmark buildings in the old square in Prague?
The most famous landmark buildings in the old square in Prague include the Charles Bridge and the astronomical clock.
Can you guide me to Charles Bridge?
We'll go together.
Charles Bridge is a medieval stone arch bridge that crosses the Vltava River in Prague, Czech Republic.
Would you like to walk with me now?
Absolutely. Let's walk over to the bridge and I can tell you all about it. Charles Bridge is a beautiful bridge that spans the Vltava River in the historic center of Prague. It's a popular tourist destination. The length of the bridge is about 1.2 kilometers.
Are there any interesting history about Charles Bridge?
Yes, there is a lot of interesting history about Charles Bridge in Prague. For example, it is believed that the bridge was built by the Emperor Charlemagne in 814 AD.
Tell me more about Prague's castle.
The castle is a very important part of the city and it's worth visiting for anyone who is interested in history.
When was the castle built?
The original castle was built in the late 10th century and it has been rebuilt and modified many times over the years.
I heard it's the largest castle in the world. Is that correct?
The Prague Castle is one of the largest and most iconic castles in Europe. It is also one of the most popular tourist destinations in Prague.
Tell me some fun fact about the castle.
One of the interesting facts about the castle is that it is home to the Czech crown jewels. The castle is also a great place to see the city from a different perspective.